Hello, class. Like I told you at the end of last week, we will be starting the new Romeo and Juliet unit plan on Monday, and I am going to give you guys a summary before we start. Please watch this video before class on Monday. I will know if you did not. So let's go into story mode and we can find out what this play is all about. How it all goes down. We meet our hero, Romeo, after a duel between the servants of two enemy families of Verona, the Montagues and the Capulets. Romeo Montague is pining away for Rosalind, a girl we never meet throughout the play. Juliet Capulet, who's only 13, has just heard that Paris, Verona's attractive young bachelor, would like to marry her. The two will meet that night at a masquerade ball at the Capulet's house. Romeo and his friends have decided to crash the Capulet ball in costume because Rosalind is on the guest list. Romeo meets Juliet there instead and they fall madly in love. Afterwards, they discover they are members of rival families, but they are still in love. Romeo stays after the party under Juliet's balcony, and the two use this romantic meeting to plan their marriage. Hasty, but genuine. This is where things start to get sticky. Romeo meets with Friar Lawrence to arrange the marriage, and Juliet tells her nurse, who is basically her mother, to act on her behalf and meet Romeo. The nurse meets Romeo and his friend Mercutio, who thinks the whole situation is hilarious and not right. Romeo tells her to get Juliet to Friar Lawrence's, where the two will be married. Meanwhile, Benvolio, another member of Romeo's family, runs into Tybalt Capulet, who is angry about the Montagues crashing his family's party the other night. Romeo, freshly married, strolls into the middle of a tense situation and things escalate. Tybalt kills Mercutio. Stricken by grief, Romeo promptly challenges Tybalt to a duel and kills him. Romeo runs away before all of Verona shows up. The Prince of Verona rules that Romeo won't be killed, but banished from Verona. This all puts a damper on the new marriage. Juliet hears from the nurse that her new husband has murdered her cousin. She is doubly sad about the death and murder. Mostly, Juliet just wants to see her banished husband. The nurse finds Romeo hiding at Friar Lawrence's, and the friar hatches a plan. Romeo can spend the wedding night with Juliet, but then he must run away, where the friar finds some place to get the Prince of Verona to pardon Romeo. The marriage will be made public upon his return. After that, Romeo is banished after he spends his night with Juliet, but whenever he's away, Juliet takes a potion to pretend that she's dead, that makes her look like she's dead so she can meet up with Romeo. But Romeo doesn't know that it's just a potion. He hears that she's dead, so he buys a potion as well to go over there, and he watches her. He goes to her crypt, and when he gets there, she thinks she's dead, so he drinks poison and kills himself. But she wakes up just before he dies, and he sees that she's alive, but he dies anyways. And Juliet is so upset, she tries to take poison, anything that's left over on the cup or on his lips, but it doesn't work, so she stabs herself. It's a tragedy for a reason, folks. But overall, it's a fun first Shakespeare read, and because you guys are just ninth graders, it's not too hard to understand. But that's what we're going to talk about, and I hope you guys enjoyed the story. We will be working on it all week, so there's no rush. But yeah, I'll see you guys on Monday.